So I can do our intro. All right, welcome back to the Four-Step Video Blueprints, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And if anybody gets an email that says anything different, this is the correct time. So go ahead and jump in when you can. So tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about some tips, basically, maybe what we would call a daily method of operation as far as creating videos. It's one way to do it. Um, I mean, I would say there's probably about three different ways to do videos. One is you just jump on and record and freehand it. Have a topic, have an idea what you want to talk about. But a lot of YouTubers do very well with just turning on the record button and just talking off the top of their head, staying on subject. Second way to do it, maybe have more of an outline done, ready to go. Of course, we've talked about the challenge also of, well, you need to have a title and a thumbnail already figured out before you do your video. That's what some of the bigger gurus will tell you how to do things. And that's okay. If you can work ahead enough to have a title and a thumbnail ready to go and then hit record, that's going to help you stay on topic. So, have an outline, have some main points written down. I always encourage everybody that, okay, what do I want to do to make a video? Well, what was the last training that you were on? What is the last webinar that you were on? Did you take notes? If you took notes, then find three things in those notes that you could repeat back into a video. And that really helps a lot of people get started with videos. And then if you want to dig a little deeper, we're going to have Chris tell us how he kind of preps for his videos. He's got two or three good ones out there. I haven't checked the channel, Chris, yet to see what kind of views you've been getting from it, but Chris is very well organized. And, for the organized type of person, that type of personality, his tips, I think, are going to come in handy. So we're going to turn it over to Chris. Chris, I'm going to try to make you a host so that you can screen share as needed. So that is done. You are now the host. And I'll turn this part of it over to you.
Okay, perfect. So the one thing I used to do, I don't like doing it anymore, is I would do what Jeff said. I'd scribble a couple of ideas down on a pad, and then I would just go live and just talk about whatever. And I have videos out there on my channel where you can see I start talking about something, and then all of a sudden I take a weird left turn and I get completely off subject. And it doesn't make the videos very easy to watch. So I like starting off with a message. And I really enjoy talking about things that other people are not talking about. So, like in the health and wellness field, a lot of people are talking about the lotions and potions that they're trying to sell and how good they are for them and how it makes them feel and all this other stuff. But they're not giving you anything you can really use to apply to your daily life unless you buy the $100 package that's on auto ship every month. So the first thing I do is I come up with an idea. And I get a lot of ideas by just typing something into YouTube. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Here we
Hi, Pappy. Glad
go.
you could make it tonight while Chris is doing that.
Mhm. So you guys, can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Good, good. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put in like weight loss. Weight loss is a hot subject right now. The right first video that comes up, why I switched to Factor. I don't know what Factor is, but look, she's already unboxing something. Okay. That's the first video that comes up when I punch in weight loss.
Hmm.
Okay, here's someone else. They're talking about a mindset shifting, which is pretty good. Okay. Here's someone who's supposedly a doctor talking about sustainable weight loss. Okay, boom. There's my thing, sustainable weight loss. Okay. So I will open up ChatGPT. and I will tell ChatGPT, please make a PDF about adopting a healthy lifestyle that is fun and sustainable. I only want it to be 10 minutes. Please make it in an interesting and funny voice. Okay, gonna fix my typos because it is a machine. Okay, all the typos are fixed. I hit the arrow, just give it a couple of minutes, not even a couple of minutes. It'll come up with something. So here it is. Boom. It is done. Okay. What it says is Don created a PDF that's written in a lighthearted conversational style and is designed to fill about a 10-minute presentation. You can download it here. Okay. Now, this is what ChatGPT is really cool about. It starts thinking about things I haven't even thought about. Like in these, it says I can also create a speaker version with jokes, pauses, and audience interaction, a matching PowerPoint keynote presentation, a professionally designed booklet with graphics, quotes, and actionable tips that looks like something you'd hand out after your presentation. This right here is the dinner, the big winner. Okay. If I tell it to do that, I just copy and paste it, hit enter, give it a minute. Do, 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 do. And there it is. Full color 12 to 16 page booklet. So not only do I have my entire video here in a PDF, I lost where I put it. Doggone it. Hang on. Let me do this again. Oh, it went in pictures. Okay. So pictures, pictures, pictures. There we go. And healthy lifestyle 10-minute talk. Boom. These are all my talking points. Okay. So what I'm going to do is each paragraph is a different slide. So you guys would probably use PowerPoint when you're doing this, but I'm on a Mac. So basically what I would do is bring up the presentation software called Keynote. Again, you guys would be using PowerPoint. Yeah, don't want to do that. New document. Okay, basic white is safe. And then I replace the presentation title. Oops. Text. Increase that, increase it. There we go. Okay. Then back to the document, a fun 10-minute presentation, copy, back to the keynote.
I love that title. Live without living like a sad salad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to increase this. $45, no, it's got to go much bigger. Okay, there we go. Then I just add a slide. New slide. And then I'm going to get rid of the subtitle. Going to get rid of that. Just going to go with the bullets. Go back here. Here's my first paragraph. Copy. And then go here. Whoops. Going to make it bigger. Okay. Going to separate it a little bit. It's important for it to be big because in the video, when you share your screen, you want the people to actually be able to read it.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah. And that's it. You saw how simple that was to do. Okay. And then I would do that for every single paragraph would get its own slide. Once I got all my slides in there, now you're thinking, oh my God, this takes forever. Literally, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's really that fast. And if you have the most up-to-date version of PowerPoint, ChatGPT will actually make the PowerPoint presentation for you. So all you have to do is download it and then read it, basically. Download it and read it. But um, I don't like talking about something I'm not too familiar with. So as I'm building the slides, I'm also going to be reading them. I'm going to be reading them and then I'm going to change what I think I need to change. Um, but yeah, most people think eating healthy means saying goodbye to pizza, ice cream, and happiness forever. Thankfully, that's about as accurate as believing your bathroom scale has feelings. A healthy lifestyle isn't about perfection. It's about building habits you can actually stick with. Okay. And that right there, that last sentence of the first paragraph is the point you want to drive home. Okay. This is something that is a lifelong pursuit. You're making a life change. Okay. So, whatever your video is about, if it's about making money while you're staying at home, if it's about, hunting down lizards, um, it could really be about anything. There are people out there making videos about gardening, plumbing, auto mechanics, whatever it is you want to teach, you can follow this exact same thing. Read through your slides at least twice so that while you're doing your video, you don't trip over any words. You could smooth out the language, things of that nature. Okay. Now, the cool thing is, I don't have to worry too much about title, keywords, or even describing what my class is about. I just put this first paragraph into vidIQ and it does all of that other stuff for me, which is really cool. I mean, I don't even make the thumbnails anymore. vidIQ makes all my thumbnails and it does it in less than a minute. It takes me a good 30 minutes to make a thumbnail on Canva, but vidIQ does it in under a minute. And they're pretty darn good. I mean, let me go back to my channel real quick. View my channel. Videos. These two videos here, the thumbnail was done by vidIQ. And this is what it did for me before it really knew what I looked like. And this is the one it did after it figured out what I look like. And I have a lot of pride in my work, but there's no way I could make something that cool by myself in Canva. I have skills,
That
but my skills
expression you
aren't
got
that good.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. My face isn't really expressive. I'm kind of a monotone, boring, almost robotic guy. But it made me more human. A machine made me more human. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I'll start off. We're looking at you were able to go in and find a video, and basically when you went down, you were looking for a topic, and you got
Mhm.
to that video. Was it just because that video caught your eye, or it works with what your message is?
It caught my eye. It works with the message. Um, and it just looked like something I wanted to talk about. That's another thing. Don't ever talk about something you don't want to talk about, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like, don't join a company for the money.
Yeah.
Join it because you want to be a part of it. You really like the product. Don't ever do it just for the money, because I've done things just for the money and it never comes with happiness. Never. It's usually a just a huge grind. I hated doing it. It was really horrible. So yeah, it looked like something I wanted to actually talk about.
So, do you find your video topics pretty quickly when you go looking for some ideas, or that's one of my challenges is I go in there and I start researching, and then I go down rabbit holes, and then I'm like, okay, I really didn't follow a good flow to research and get a good topic idea.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something you're going to really need to be focused on. However, if it's that much of a problem, oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys. This book that I had it made, that ChatGPT made for me, this will be a free handout for people who make it all the way to the end of the video. So when I open my video, I'm going to say, stay till the end and get your free whatever,
And what are we
free
getting in
prize.
return for that free whatever?
What's that?
And what are you getting in return for that free book handout?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't go that far.
Oh,
It was just,
I'm talking lead generation. They got to give you an email to get the book.
oh, there you go. Yeah,
Email list to get the book.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Have them direct message you their email address. Never ask for email addresses in the comments, because that just promotes spam.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're spot on with that, Jeff. Yeah, don't ever give something away for nothing. They got to give you at least an email address.
Let me interrupt you for a second. You say don't put your email, and some people say put your best email in here. Is that what you're referring to?
Don't do it in the comments. Do it as a direct message.
Yeah. If you'd like this book, send me your best email. And we do the best email because a lot of people have kind of like a spam box
They
email.
don't check it.
Hmm.
They don't check. Yeah. So that doesn't mean that they're not going to give you that one anyway, but it psychologically helps you to get their email that they're actually going to read.
And your best one, you're going to check it quite regularly too.
Yes.
Hmm. Now, now Jeff's having problems coming up with a subject. So if you know the niche you want to talk about, please give me 10 subjects. No, 10 ideas for a for videos about weight loss. No, about sustainable
Sustainable.
weight loss. It's not
Words,
about losing weight. Yeah,
yeah. Words
yeah,
are
and
power. You've got to put those extra
Yeah, you
um
want to keep it off,
yeah,
yeah,
you got to
lose
yeah,
it,
exactly.
get it all back.
So, but yeah, but you want to and sometimes it's going to take a couple of tries. So if it doesn't give you what you wanted on the first try, rework your ask, rework the query. And I hit, and it's going to give me 10 good ideas. See, why diets fail, the 80-20 rule, the biggest weight loss mistake I made, 5 healthy habits. I've got 10 ideas. Each one of these ideas is a video all by itself. So I got the next 10 videos planned.
Wow.
It was that easy. This telling ChatGPT to give me ideas was a lot easier than going through YouTube videos and hoping that I get inspired by one.
Mm.
And there's no rabbit hole.
Yep.
No rabbit hole whatsoever. That's
Now
the most important.
you can always take that topic and go back over to YouTube and punch it into the search just to kind of get an idea if people are actually watching that topic on that video, or if, or to find out if that topic's a little too saturated. Let's find something else that hits home that everybody and their brother hasn't done already.
And here's something really cool about ChatGPT. ChatGPT always goes above and beyond. So, bonus series idea, one healthy habit in 1 minute. It just gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It gave me
And
10
more.
reels, 10 reels or 10 YouTube shorts that
Yep.
I can just do. And it's only a minute long. I can shoot it from the hip. Like drink water before meals. Oh, you guys want to lose weight? Drink at least an 8-ounce glass of water before you eat. Because what it does is it fills up your stomach. So then you're going to want to eat less. That's a good trick. I've
Yep.
done that trick before, but I forgot about even talking about it. And there it is. Boom. Walk for 10 minutes after dinner. If dinner's your biggest meal, that's when you're going to want to take your walk.
Yep. Great habits to get into.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to pay money to use ChatGPT. I
That
do.
was my next question. Whether I'm using the paid version of ChatGPT. I wasn't sure if you were yet.
I am. And my biggest reason for it is because I use it to um I use it to write all of my eBay uh listings. Sorry guys, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Today's been
No,
a
I
very full
use
day
the
for
paid
me.
version as well.
Cool.
Yes, I use the paid version as well because I
Well,
use
I
it for
do
What do you do on yours,
because they
Christy?
only, yeah, I do because number one, I'm having it help me write my ebook. But the biggest problem is they only allow you with the free version to do so many images,
Mhm.
and
What's
then
it?
it stops you.
$20 a month or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So since you guys are both talking so good about chat, you think it's way better than AI?
It is AI.
Well,
In fact, I want
ChatGPT
to
is
say
AI.
part
it's
of
the
it like
first
AI?
AI. Huh?
Oh, it's part of
Well,
AI then.
It's definitely AI. It's the AI engine that all other AIs are built on.
Oh.
and when you might hear somebody out there, Richard, say something about their chat AI. Well, Chat GPT, because you are actually in there talking to GPT back and forth. Don't ask me what GPT stands for. I forget, but you're actually in there talking to the bots of chat. It's carrying on conversations with you.
Mm-hmm.
And once it gets to know what you like and your voice and how you like to do certain things, how you like to do your videos, if you ever send any emails out, if you ever post on social media and you ask it to help you write different stuff like that, it'll do it so it sounds eventually. It takes a little while, but it eventually, and quicker now than ever before, catches up to you and all of it. You're looking at it going, oh yeah, that's exactly how I'd say that.
Mm-hmm. I used to
Mostly in there what you wanted it to do, but can you talk in there and tell it what to do too?
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, that's easier yet.
yeah, it has a
Yep.
speech feature. There's a little microphone here,
Yep.
and you just press it. Oh, I have to give it permission. I type everything.
Yeah, I do
Do you
too.
like
Yeah, I
typing?
didn't know you could talk into it.
I
Yeah, you
like the
can.
talking part better. Easier.
There we go. So
A lot of
here it
times,
goes. Open.
if I query Siri, she turns it over to Chat GPT.
Yeah. So here, please give me 10 ideas for a really cool T-shirt.
GPT
ideas.
generative pre-trained transformer, according to Grok.
And boom, there they are.
The cool thing about ChatGPT is they hold your conversations. I basically said, looking back at what I've talked to you about before and what my other emails were, can you create a list of ebook ideas?
Somebody's
They
got
came
a
up with like 20
background.
or
Sorry,
30 of
Christy.
them.
Christy, sorry.
What?
Somebody's got a background on. If we could go to mute. I
Huh?
can't. I gave Chris mute
Yes, we're
control, so I
getting a
can't.
new guy coming in there.
Yeah, Larry's
Okay,
coming in. It looks like.
it's muted.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry if I muted it. If we had to mute anybody, but I was here over. I couldn't hear Christy over the whatever the background radio noise
All
was.
right.
I thought it was ChatGPT talking back to Chris, but it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
So go say that all again, Christy. Sorry.
ChatGPT holds your conversations, and basically, when I started my ebook, I just basically said, looking back at everything I've told you, create ideas for an ebook. And they created like 20 or 30 ideas.
Yep.
So all my stuff is business related with them.
hmm
Yeah, and that's where you got to be disciplined a little bit to say, okay, thank you, ChatGPT, for giving me or whatever AI you use. Claude's another big one that everybody likes to use, whichever ones. But thank you for giving me all that information. But now I'm overwhelmed. Can you help me slim this down, get this targeted down a little bit, to where it's
It
easier for you to
will.
make the decision?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that. It's really cool. Because I used to sell stuff that I've never sold before. And anyone who's ever sold on eBay knows that could take you at least an hour before you get a listing up. But with ChatGPT, I just take the pictures. I like if it's a garment, I take the pictures with the measuring tape on the garment and it'll write the title, the description, and it puts the measurements in the description for me. So I don't even have to worry about that just off the pictures that I gave it. It's it's wild. I could get up a listing in like three 3 minutes per listing, which is unheard of.
Oh, good Lord, I've got to go back to eBay again now.
hmm
Oh,
I
yeah,
make a lot of money on eBay.
I just gave my guy that he runs online auctions on Friday and Saturday night, and I had some stuff that I picked up to put on eBay, and it's been sitting here forever, and I gave it to him to sell it on consignment for me. It's like, no, but see, I mean, my goodness, the better things you can do. It's a chat GPT or AI is not the ultimate solution. You still have to put your best foot forward with it, but wow, makes things so much easier. Time
It's like
savers.
having an employee.
Yeah,
It really is. I mean, I hope the price stays at $20.
yeah, I do too. Yeah,
hmm
it's not a bad thing at all.
It's
Cool.
definitely because I've used other AI programs that were considerably more expensive, and yet they weren't as good as ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They all had these weird limits.
and for daily, everyday stuff, generic stuff, whatever, your GPT that comes with, like right now, I'm using Copilot off of is it Copilot? Yeah,
Oh, isn't that Windows?
yeah, that's Windows. Gosh darn it, what's the name of my platform? Can't pop it out of my head. Not Google or
Microsoft.
not Chrome. It's the other one.
Microsoft as Copilot.
Oh, Edge.
Yeah, Edge. Thank you. That's what I was
Edge.
looking for. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Pappy. It's the same thing. I just couldn't come up with the proper word there. So yeah. So Edge has Copilot. Chrome has whatever the name of that one is. All the browsers have AI chats built into them. And Copilot does a pretty good job. I've used it several times for different things, quick emails or coming up with a few other things for Facebook posts or something like that. But when it comes right down to it, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't tried Claude. There's a lot of people that swear by it, and I'm sure
Hmm.
it's just as good as ChatGPT. But once you get a little deeper with ChatGPT, and I'm not pushing anybody to go be the paid version. The paid version is
Right.
just going to give you a lot more options and more time to work with it. But get familiar with it on the free platform, and then decide whether you want to upgrade or not. So that's some great stuff.
Larry wrote something in the chat, Jeff.
Oh, did he? I haven't been watching the chat. My fault. Hi, Larry. He uses it quite a bit. It knows his branding. Yep. Talk to it like a human. Yep.
Hmm.
YouTube banner. Not ready to do my branding. YouTube banner. Preparing whole social media branding for me. And he uses Traffic Maestro and Prompt AI. Cool. So yeah, Larry knows how to use it and put it together for what he needs to do for
Hmm.
sure.
Hi, Larry.
Yeah, you can pop in, Larry, if you want. We're very casual. This is not a
You
uh
can turn your camera on too.
Hmm.
we're not strict rules here. This is casual Tuesday night. So, anybody else have any more questions for Chris or come up with anything?
Hmm.
For your honesty.
So the basics, Chris, if you could recap it, um, can at the moment, no problem, Larry. Um, the basic recap of this would be research first,
Hmm.
and then start asking GPT to create. Did you actually asked it up front to do a PDF style of info? I guess I
Yes.
missed that.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Healthy lifestyle PDF, and that is actually up here.
Yeah, there it is.
And
Okay.
then I told it to make the nifty handout for me because it was one of its suggestions.
Okay, you were saying this is like preparation for your video. How do you get into your video from this? Can you just put the text in there and make a video, or you gotta read all that on your video?
I read all that on my video.
Hmm.
I read it. They do have AI programs that will take those words and
And make
create
the
a
video.
video for you, but those are considerably more expensive.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about between 50 and $200 a month.
Oh, well, then I guess you might as well do your own talking. And then it's a human
Exactly.
too, which is another
Yeah.
advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
As we talked about many times, having your face on there. Well, I mean, you don't even have to have your face, but if you're doing faceless and just doing a good video with good information, they're going to figure out who you are by your channel. If you have your picture on your channel, stuff like that, you got to be careful with the AI. I mean, YouTube now is, and we've talked about this last week. I think it was mentioned. Um, you have to tell it that it's AI, and if you don't, it will put it on your video in a watermark
mhm.
that this is an AI video because people
Okay,
want
so
to know.
if you tell them it's AI, do they do anything about that, or they just?
If you are no, it's fine that YouTube is okay with you doing faceless AI generated videos. What
Mhm.
they're not okay with is the channels that are putting multiple videos in one day, 100 videos a day, because they can churn them out just like a factory machine and junk up everything. And that's just not it's not good business for YouTube. It's not good business for anybody watching their videos. um, it's just
Mhm.
not. If you can do faceless, you can do faceless AI, and as long as you do it consistently and with good information and not just generic slop, they're not going to say anything unless somebody flags it and forces YouTube to go look at it. But that doesn't happen a whole lot. So,
Yeah. Another thing you should never do is use AI to clone somebody like
oh
a
yeah,
celebrity and have them say or do things. that is completely untrue. You can get in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's
they
big time.
ask you that too. YouTube,
Hmm.
that's one of their questions.
Yep.
Cool. So we create the PDF, we check with
Hmm.
ChatGPT to see if there's any add-on information that we need to put in there.
Hmm.
Take the parts that you need, save it to a file, go over to,
Yep.
well, depends on if you're using,
Preferably a presentation file, like
yeah,
uh, PowerPoint, like
right,
PowerPoint, where you can make
yeah,
individual slides.
yeah,
That's I found that to be one of the best tools. I noticed people taking screenshots of my video because of that. You know, they want to save that frame because it makes a lot of sense to them. It's just easy to read along. It's easy to follow along, but never go in cold. You know, right before you're going to do your video, read through it once or twice, and then do the video because your speech will be a lot smoother.
hmm. So
Hmm.
you're setting yourself up basically with a script, but you're actually reading it on the video, with share screening the video,
Hmm.
so that the people can see it too. And that way you can also interject and interact a little bit with it as well, instead of just reading a straight script and not really changing anything. And that is where you can tell when people are reading scripts most of the time. It takes a very well practiced um, person to read scripts. And I mean, there's some guys out there, if you ever watch, I know Chris does, the Y files on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everything he does on there is scripted, and he does it so well. It's just like a professional actor. You don't know that
Yeah.
he's reading, but they practice it over and over and over again before they finally do the final cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, reading is not a problem, and I like the way Chris does it with the presentation style.
Hmm.
That way they know you're reading it, but that you can also interact or put something else in there on the fly if you need to.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Just get your PDF. That if you run it through ChatGPT, get your PDF, break out the paragraphs for your slides, separate them like Chris has
Hmm.
got them there,
So
and
how long are your average videos? How many minutes or whatever?
Between 10 and 15.
Hmm.
I don't like to do more than 15 minutes because a lot of people don't like that. They don't want to make
Yeah,
an
yeah.
extensive time commitment. So
now
I like
me
to
on the
make them
other
bite
hand,
sized.
because I like to listen to stuff while I'm at work through the day.
Hmm.
I look for the longer videos. I
Oh,
don't.
well, yeah, but not many people do that.
You got a lot of people out there that do the um, shoot. What am I thinking of? The style of video where you're interviewing somebody, talking to somebody, um,
Podcast?
You,
broadcast style. No, what am I thinking of?
you thinking of interviews?
Kinda. There's a better name for it. It'll come to me eventually. But anyway, I like to listen to those because those generally are anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 or 3 hours long, depending on what they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Hmm.
Larry said Traffic Maestro works great. I have not looked at Traffic Maestro to see what all they do or don't do. So that's another possible tool to look into just to see what's going on there.
Hmm.
But the main two
Actually,
tools, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, lately, I've been using Facebook to generate organic traffic. And if you do it right, it's surprisingly functional. I mean, you have to be kind of careful. You can't do too much all at one time. But over like the period of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you start noticing more and more activity. It goes up a little bit at a time. But I've before my Facebook post would get like one or two, maybe three people giving me a like, maybe one person will give me a comment. Lately, I've been getting between 5 and 20 comments per post, which is a huge, huge. My uh, my thing, the dashboard, the Facebook dashboard, where is it? Dashboard. Yeah, my views are up 1,371%.
Yeah, that's doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
So
My engagement
how
is
many of
up.
those can go back to point them towards your YouTube channel or YouTube information? Or are you using those? Are you just building up right now and eventually that'll point to the next step kind of thing?
Yes, I have a couple of posts that one to my eBay store, one to the YouTube channel. But what I want to start doing is in the middle of a presentation, I want to do like a small commercial for whatever I want to promote. But currently, it's more important for me to get the traffic than it is for me to redirect the traffic somewhere else. So, but
Yeah.
once I get up to the point where, okay, this is what's going to happen, I'm going to have a whole week's worth of posts, and every post is going to point somewhere in the first comment. I mean, I've been doing a lot with Pampered Chef. I have quite a few of those posts pointing to Pampered Chef. But again, it's the 80-20 rule. You want it to be 80% about you and your life, and only 20% about what it is that you're promoting. Because you want the people to get to like you. You want them to feel like they know you as a person. If they know you as a person, when they need to, they will buy from you. However, if they look through your feed and it's all you're promoting this, you're promoting that, you're promoting this, you're promoting that, there's nothing for them to relate to. So you'll notice your engagement will start to go down. People like talking about what they're doing at the beach or what their favorite food to grill is or how they like to relax or what they're watching on streaming or what they're watching in the theater. People love talking about that. You know, like Christy works at Walmart. Okay. How many conversations are about Walmart's One Best Way and how many conversations are about what people are watching on Netflix?
Yep.
There's a big difference there.
well, there's a lot of people when they got a something that they really think is a good dish, they like to put that on Facebook and show you that and give you the recipe and everything else. And if it, yeah,
Yep.
that looks pretty good, maybe I should take that recipe. And
Yeah.
it definitely attracts attention.
Oh,
Food always gets attention.
yep. Food or pets.
Food and
Because I
pets.
noticed there's a couple YouTube channels out there where the people will see a recipe online and then they'll make a video of themselves trying that other person's recipe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy how it can cross over and interact with everything.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to ask you? Oh, podcast. That's what I was looking for earlier. Podcast.
Okay.
I listen to longer YouTube videos because they're like a podcast which the podcast minimum is going to be an hour, you know.
Yeah.
So that's always something to add into your strategy, not right away. You know, we're all still at
Mm-hmm.
the beginner level for most everything right now, but it is something to look at for down the road. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Once you get some experience and then interacting with different people, um, it'd be real easy for me to go and do a podcast with Chris about his his health story, just as a
Mm-hmm.
beginner, and then you could go into a lot of different directions from there. It'd be real easy for me to go set up a interview with Pappy and talk about how to hunt iguanas, and do a podcast style video on that too. Most of the time, your podcasts are interview style, but they don't have to be. Sometimes they're just people talking about their favorite subjects. So awesome,
well, you could
awesome,
do with one with Christy in Walmart too.
yeah, yeah. There's an idea, Christy. You need to start sneak. I know you don't want to do it because you get in trouble, but grabbing pictures of the funny folks at Walmart. People watching with people watching at Walmart. There, that's the title. That's the channel.
Actually, there's YouTube channels that show Walmart fights,
Oh yeah,
customers fighting customers at Walmart.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, gang. So tonight we learned about how to use a little bit more of a or how to put together more of a structured video. Um, thank you, Chris. Awesome information as always, and we greatly appreciate everything, being able to be here and answer questions as well. I got something going on here. So yeah, we're talking about this is a little bit about how to do the research, a little bit about how to put the questions to ChatGPT to help you put a PDF together. Use your PowerPoint, or if you have a Mac, use what Chris uses, and get that presentation together, um, and get your video done. And a 10 to 15 minute video is usually the best time frame for your videos. This just gives you an idea without getting on a video, hitting record, and just talking and allowing yourself maybe to get distracted or go off into the left lane. This is the structured way to put a video together so that you can stay right on point, because you're going to be reading the PowerPoint as you're going through the video. So it's going to keep you on track. It can help make you feel more comfortable, because you're not just trying to remember the things you want to say, and you can move right through the presentation. And as Chris said, make sure you read through it a couple of times, give it some practice runs uh, before you actually hit record. And for anybody that's just, yeah, I'm not really ready to put it out there, this is a great practice routine, period. Do 2 or 3 of them for yourself. Don't make them public. Keep them private if you want to. And then it's a great way to practice to get your videos done, and then go back and look at it, and um, you can check it off yourself and say, okay, that's good. Oh no, I got to change something here. You don't have to make it public immediately. Just go practice.
This might
It
be
makes a huge difference.
a little off topic, but what kind of lighting do you guys use? Or like here, I'm looking pretty good, but when I do my videos, I always got a shadow, which pisses me off.
Anytime you can put the light in front of you is your best bet.
Well, I
It doesn't
tried
have
that
to.
with the ring light and every other thing, and
Yeah. Now, do you use you're using AI because you've got that beach background behind you. So when you move around, there is a little bit of a shadow. I don't remember. I haven't
one
looked at one of your videos, but
one
this
thing
week.
that helps you a little bit, there's some pictures on the wall, so some people might not know if it's a shadow or if it's those pictures or that. But yeah, yeah, and I don't like that. Like, I mean, here, I don't have it here. I don't know why. It's a different system. I guess
Hmm.
Zoom is better than
Yeah,
PayPal.
Zoom might be filtering
PayPal.
out. Yeah,
You
Zoom might
use
be filtering out
PayPal
some of it.
too,
Yeah, I use
don't
Screen
you?
Pal. But the only lighting I use really is the room lighting. I've got my lamp on over here, and I'm
Well,
pulling one
you
of your
pick.
videos.
I don't want
Because
to knock you, but you're a little dimmer than the rest of us are tonight.
I don't have the big light on tonight. Just got my little one.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at one of your videos, the one you just put out, Richard, you've got that kind of office or house scene behind you. So what's happening? You're seeing that shadow when you're moving,
Yeah.
because the AI takes up a little bit more. Chris can jump in here with the technical jargon, but the AI running behind you takes up a little bit more power. And
Why is the AI
if you have a little bit of a,
why is the AI running behind me?
is that's an AI
Because
screen behind you? That's an AI background.
Well, can
So
I
you're
shut that off?
Yeah, if you want to.
How do
mhm,
I do that?
How are you recording your videos with the share
I'm
screen? Are you
using
in Zoom?
ScreenPal. I'm recording it with ScreenPal.
Oh, okay.
And I
Um,
think you are too.
yeah, I use ScreenPal. Let me pull my screen pal up here real quick. But yeah, your AI anytime you're using the AI background like that, if your internet's a little
I
slow, if your
didn't even know
computer's
I
a little,
was doing that, if that's what it is.
yeah, if your computer's a little slow, you're going to have that shadow whenever you move because
Yeah, well,
the
yeah.
camera and the AI
And,
is trying to keep up
and
with
if
you.
you don't move, you look pretty.
But since you do yours like mine, with you're just kind of in the corner, they can glance up there and see you, but it's no big deal. It's not like you're right in their face. So it's not a big deal.
Like here, I can move, and it doesn't do that.
So in Screen Pal, um, when you go to both
Yeah,
and
that's what I do. I go to
yep,
both.
right, and then you over on your actual picture where your picture shows up, where you show up in the deal, there should be some settings there to change
I
that.
know it said soft edge and hard edge and all that. I put it on soft edge, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you bringing your screen up or just telling us?
I'm just telling you.
Instead of calling
Uh,
it AI background, it's virtual background means the
Virtual
same thing.
background. Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
So you don't think it's, but I either use bought some cheap LED desk lamps that I use to illuminate me. Uh, then or of course you can always pick up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. A ring light.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then at Home Depot they have these, and I've used these outside a little bit. You know,
Ooh.
That is bright.
and it comes with its. It's a work light, but then it comes in. It's got a tripod.
Mhm.
They had them on sale.
And if you use too
25 bucks.
much light, then you look like a ghost. Like you got to watch how your face lights up too.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Yeah,
this one's got power settings, so you want some
To
light,
control
you
it.
don't want too much. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, Pappy does stand out real good on his
Mm-hmm.
picture right there. So he's got lighting. I've got some LED lighting. I know Chris probably does too for taking pictures
Mm-hmm.
for eBay. Um, I just can't find mine. I packed them away somewhere where they're at it for. But yeah, Richard, when you go into Screen Pal and if you go to where your circle or your square is, where you're actually in the camera, top right is a picture um, little logo thing, and you click on it, and then you can do all your backgrounds. So you can blur your background, you can pick a color, you can put in the picture, the background like what you already have, which so you've already done that. Um, so yeah, you can make your corrections there if you want. Icon. It's a little image icon on the right side of where your camera's showing you.
I know, and I think you could sit closer to your camera, further away. All that makes a difference too, I guess.
Yep. You want to like right now I'm sitting back, I'm being lazy. So, I've got a lot of space up here. So, if I sit up in my chair to
Yeah,
where
it's
you can see
different. Yeah.
everything, hmm makes a difference. Those are little things.
And I
People
think
won't,
when you're doing both, it's quite different than just doing yourself.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You mean like interviewing somebody or doing,
I mean,
but what do you mean by
Chris's
doing both?
background is as clear as whatever you want to call it.
hmm Yep.
Yeah, but my computer's strong.
Yeah. He's got a very fast computer and internet hookup, which helps a lot. That's what I fought for years up until what, a year and a half ago, guys, when I finally got fiber internet to help me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to do these Zoom calls. I would not be able to do them. Every time I ever tried to do one, it would be stop and spin. So the better internet you can get, if you're going to be in online working, the best you can get it, try to get it.
Yeah, yeah,
Makes
yeah.
a
You
big
got to pay
difference.
for it anyway, so you might as well get something.
I'm using Starlink.
Starlink works pretty darn well. I've used it.
Mm-hmm.
My son had it, and I used his account for a while before my fiber finally got hooked up. The funny part about the fiber finally getting hooked up, by the way, yeah, they got they didn't. I won't say they went out of business, but the people that originally hooked it up went out of business. So now it's owned by somebody else, and they had to halt their operations as far as putting more and more fiber out into the counties, which is why I was having trouble because I live in the county and not around town. So because I pushed and pushed and pushed to get me hooked up. Thank goodness I did, because those guys were like $93 million in debt and couldn't finish. So,
Oh,
yay, I got mine. Sorry about my neighbor that didn't.
Oh,
I got lucky. Cool beans. All right, guys. Well, hey, great talk tonight. Awesome information. And I think we're about ready to get on out of here. Larry, glad you were able to stop in with us tonight. If you're still here, I don't know if he left or not. Go ahead and get the computer recording done.